Alright guys, how are we doing tonight? Tonight we are going to be doing another atomizer review. Tonight we are going to be reviewing the Plume Veil RDA Clone. I'm pretty sure this one is from Tobisco or Tobosco or however you pronounce it. I need to learn the exact pronouncement for that. First thoughts on it. This has been my favorite RDA since I have had it, and I've had this one coming up on a couple of months now, and I have been putting it through its paces to no end. I have found some pretty pain in the ass issues with it, which I'll go ahead and go into now. This top cap right here, or the barrel, sorry, not the top cap, the barrel, is about one of the biggest pain in the fucking asses in the world to get off. You have to sit there and pull on it and pull on it and wiggle it back and forth and pull on it before that son of a bitch will come off. Which leads into my next con that I've had with this. Typically, whenever you do that, these damn screws have been coming loose and make sure ohm, load, shoot all over the damn place. It doesn't do it all the time, but it does do it a fucking lot. And it does get a tad bit on the annoying side. Go ahead and get this put back together, and I'll vape on it, and then we're going to take it down into up close view, which I'm hoping goes a little bit better than my last video, and we're going to come out and rate it. So let's go ahead and take a vape on it and get it down into down close view. I'll go ahead and give you the information on it. Drew a blank there for a second. I'll go ahead and give you the information on it down in up close view, but we'll go ahead and take a few vapes on her and then we'll do that. I am running this with a 1.6 ohm coil at 30 watts. I am running a single coil as well. And as you can tell, it is producing for being a single coil. I'm quite impressed with the production that I have been getting off of this with a single coil. A lot of it has to do with just the massive amounts of airflow options that you do have. The flavor in this thing is some of the best flavor that I've had next to the main flavor atomizers like the Magma, and it's right on pace there with the Veritas. I will be reviewing both of those here in the very, very near future. If I didn't mention that before, I did pick this thing up at Steam Engine Vaping. I don't know if the whole thing with the O-rings is just something that I've had an issue with the clone, or if it's actually quite common. If you have had any issues with it, throw a comment in the links down below so other people might know. I'm going to tell you right now, which I am going to start telling you in a lot of my reviews. Don't just take my opinion on this stuff. Please go out and find as many videos as you can and do as much research as you can before you guys go out and spend your money on anything that I may suggest to you. That way you guys can get the most informed view. I'm just here to give you my point of view and the information that I do, and I try to do it in a fairly different way. But other than that, all that said, we're going to go ahead and get down into the up close view, look at it, and then come out and rate it. Alright guys, here we are up close with the Plume Veil Clone. Come on, focus. As you can tell, it does have the 4-post design right here. We do have the 2 negatives and the T center post right here. These screws, it's like I said, they do have a tendency to back out quite a bit. This is the barrel that it does come with. It does have the 3 airflow holes that do come in right here. And what this does do is it pushes it in right here behind this post right here, which is one of the things that is probably doing the flavor the way that it is. Go ahead and get this top cap off here. We do have this Delrin style centerpiece right here. This is adjustable. It does adjust up and down to... it's not going to adjust. No, it will. But you can actually bring this down to where this is going to sit flush. And that opens these airflow holes up right here, and it does also shrink this conical designed top cap, which I know you guys are having a hard time seeing because of my camera not wanting to focus. I should have also cleaned this before I done this. But other than that, there's not a whole lot more. It is a 22mm device. It is made of the majority of stainless steel. It does have these 2 O-rings down here that is holding it off, which makes this thing a pain in the ass to get off. I wasn't planning on rebuilding it, but I guess I'm going to have to in order to be able to vape it again. So this is going to be my first time rebuilding on camera. So bear with me here for a second, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get the Kanthal out and ready that I'm going to be using for it. I'm just going to be running a single coil of 26 gauge Kanthal that decided to come unrolled on me. I'm going to be wrapping it around this screwdriver right here. I'm not 100% for sure which gauge or drill bit size this is. I do have the rest of them downstairs. I'll have to look at it. This is pretty much the one that I typically do wrap most of my coils with. It's a little bit different trying to wrap on camera compared to the way I do normally do this. I am going to do about, I've got 5 wraps now, so I'll go ahead and do 3 more. And then with me, what I always do like to do whenever I'm doing this is take my thing and pull these tight so it pulls all the slack out of there. And now that I have that done, cut off this excess. Rebuilding on camera for the first time is something completely different trying to rebuild through a camera lens. most of the time what I am going to do, and now you're going to focus. I'm not going to make rebuilding on camera that much of a habit. That thing is not wanting to tighten those down enough. So I'm going to go ahead and hold that there. Always, whenever you're doing this, make sure that your mod is locked. Center the res over a little bit. Pull these excess leads out a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and get in there and clip those leads off. Now that it's unlocked, I knew about what it would come out to, so is the reason why I didn't put it on an ohm meter. It's about 1.1 ohm, so we're going to go ahead and squinch it down. And I know it's not the prettiest thing in the world at the moment, but that's the reason why Canthal is so good. As you can tell right now, she is heating up extremely well, so we're going to go ahead and grab my cotton right here. Actually, I already have a piece popped out. This is a Japanese, or not Japanese, but the organic cotton. I'm going to go ahead and roll it out just like that, and then move this out of the way, and I'm going to take it and roll it. I'm going to have to do this off camera because it's a little bit harder to do on camera. And we're going to get it down into where the cotton looks all like this, and then we're going to take it and try to get any of these little burly pieces off right here that come off like that. I like for a little bit of a tighter draw within the coils, so some people like it a little bit looser, some people like it a little bit in the middle. I am just going by what my personal opinion is on the situation here. Where is my... This is always the ugly part, in my opinion. Doing this on camera for the first time, it's like I said, it is a bit of an adventure because normally I'm used to having this a lot closer up to my face. I do like to put in a little area right here for stuff to escape, for stuff, vapor to escape. Started out looking quite ugly. Looks a little bit better now. Personally, I don't care how a coil looks as long as it vapes good and as long as it's safe. Not all of us can rebuild perfect coils. I am going to get this extremely saturated. And we're good to go. So other than that, we're going to go ahead and bring it back up into FaceTime and then rate it. Alright, we're back up in FaceTime now. I did not plan to rebuild this thing on camera. I did kind of want to ease into that phase of things, but whenever I was adjusting the coil before I went in to do the up close time, my coil broke. So it had been in there a little while, but that was a huge pain in the ass process for me. It's like I said, I'm not used to building stuff on camera, having to reach in around the camera, and I'm focusing more on the camera because that's what I'm used to doing, and pretty much rebuilding it from the camera. But beyond that, we'll go ahead and take a vape on it, and we'll rate it. I'm still running this thing at 30 watts at 1.2 ohms it's reading now. All said and told, for the price that I paid for it, I paid right around, I want to say $24.99 for it. For the price, it's not bad. In that turn, you do get what you pay for. So, all said and told, I'm going to rate it right at about a 5. Yes, it is my favorite atomizer. It does have its problems, but it gives me the best flavor out of anything that I have at the moment. Even I do have the Vulcan as well, which I'll be doing a review on. I do have the Veritas. It gives me a better flavor than those two. So that is the reason why it is my favorite. I may not have rated it very well, but I'm trying to give you guys the best information. So take it as you want. And other than that, guys, have a good night and vape safe.